Hello again and welcome back to the channel. It's me, KHG, and today I want you to come and play the Outer Worlds with me. It's a brand new game for the channel. I've always wanted to play it, even though I'm not particularly good at these games, but I just love RPGs, and Obsidian used to be one of the best, and this is supposed to be a spiritual successor to Fallout New Vegas that has been widely known as one of the best RPGs of the recent gaming history. Hi Marion, how you doing today? So that's just a notice for the DLC later. Oh, you're gonna stream in an hour? That's cool. I actually do have those DLCs, probably. Yeah, I always remember my viewers Riz Ranch. How you doing today? Oh, I see, you're advertising your stream again, dude. Well, yeah, as you can see guys, if you do want to check that stuff, then you can later. I was checking the sounds okay. Yep, seems fine. What does this say here? The more of the world you can see. I'll put it up to 75, but I'll leave it. Okay. Hey, not found. How you doing? Yeah, I know, Jamarian. It's cool, man. I was having a little joke with you, dude. Like I say, I never played this before, brand new for me and for the channel, but I've wanted to play it for a while. So hopefully it'll be entertaining. But I am turning off head bobbing. I can't be doing that. I'm a bad shot as it is. I do play the easiest at least till I've got good at the game, and then I might do a second playthrough. It's a well-known game. It's as you saw from the title, The Outer Worlds. Hi Simon, how you doing? What do you mean a pray, Jamarian? Do you mean a prayer? How you doing today, Simon? Here we go, I'm making the text bigger so I'm not blind. Oh, that's fair enough. That's nice for people that find comfort in that. Thank you, Jamarian. Yes, as I said, this is the Outer Worlds. It's from the people that made Fallout New Vegas, one of the ones that was known as the best of the last 10-15 years, as I mentioned at the beginning of the stream.
Owned and operated by corporations. A trip of 10 short years will feel like mere minutes, thanks to the comfort and safety of your very own hibernation chamber. You'll wake up in a perfect society designed to maximize your productivity with guaranteed full employment. With only a minor term of service, you will become the master of your own destiny when you go out of this world to the Halcyon Colony.
And as you can see, there's something went wrong with the colony ship, and most of them couldn't be woke up. Now, I've planned this stream today to be anywhere between 2 and 2.5 hours, but like that's a hard cut off today because obviously I have things to do in the afternoon, so 2.5 hours should be a good chunk for the beginning of the game.
Hundreds of thousands of colonists left adrift out here forever, just to keep from damaging the board's bottom line. Disgraceful.
Also, do keep in mind I'm not the best at shooting games, and this game is primarily a shooting game. So it's more for the jokes and just having a good time hanging around together, so just keep that in mind. But I will do my best, of course.
Must remember not to sneeze near you.
I have to do it and then press X, is that, or is it R1? So I can see the thing at the top saying attribute skills and... Alright, do this first. Anyway. Charm is always important, so... I might have overplayed that actually. Okay, drop that down. Yeah, I was thinking I need to have some strength. That's okay, because I mean, these you need the bonuses, these you need a bit, so. Well, yeah, you saw me play Amala the other day, and I am quite charging and damage the enemies. What I could do, no, I need 1 and 2, that'll work. Okay, next one, skills. Okay, so I think I'll be melee instead of guns. So if I go, I'm trying to think which one would be better. I'll press X on.
I
Yeah,
bet you're
okay.
vicious with a toss ball stick.
Oh, you have to just pick one, is that how it works? Okay. Right, so I've gone for both the melee and there's 1 point left over to pick one of these. And when you pick one of the titles, you get bonuses in all of the ones underneath. So Not Fans had his vote. He says go for stealth or tech. So what do you guys think? It might be worth getting a PS5 because even I'm considering getting it. It's just getting the money together and then actually finding a place that sells them. It might be worth going into stealth. What do you guys think? Stealth is sneak, right? So yeah, that's 2 for stealth. Anybody else have an opinion? Yep, true. That's 3 for stealth, so the second point's gonna go to stealth. So as you can see here, look, you've got bonuses in melee, because I like doing melee instead of guns really, and then the stealth that you guys suggested. I know it is very, very expensive, Jamarian, yeah. I've been trying to save for months, but then good games come on sale and I think, hey, that'll be fun for the channel, and then I end up my savings go down again. I almost bought Code Vein earlier today as well, because it was on sale, like the entire game and all the DLC for the equivalent of $20. Just having a quick look down the list. For now, it is the end of the Spider-Man videos, because I needed the space for more games. Plus the game was finished, it was just the very end of the DLC. But there will be Miles Morales at some point when it goes on sale for I like RPGs, that's why I've got this game and also the Amala game that I played the other day, and also the Persona 5 Royale. I've got many of them loaded up on the PlayStation. I just haven't played them on stream yet. Apart from Persona I did, because I've got like 15 episodes I think. No, they really are getting way too much money, that's why I get them always on sale. I don't buy them when they first come out. Yeah, RPGs, they're my favourite type of games. And sometimes sport games. Can I get two-handed melee? Okay, never mind, I'll just go with this then. One-handed melee.
Can you really compete with a Spacer's Choice frozen dinner?
I've got God of War. I do have God of War, the new one. There's actually, the first episode is actually on the channel. Okay, so what I'm going to do, can I do this any quicker, hopefully? Yeah, it's there. There's only one video at the moment, but it's there. And I will be bringing it back. Because I'm going to remove my basketball game soon to free up more space to fit more games. Yeah, the character face isn't going to be exactly how I'd want it to be, but it's not the end of the world because it's a first person shooter, so it doesn't really matter that much. Yeah, you're correct, it is an action RPG game. It's very good. I can see it being difficult in the for me for the later part of the games, but it's still good to play and it will still be good entertainment. I don't think I'll be able to complete it because the end is very hard, but obviously when I do that game I will do my best. Was there anybody that hasn't messaged yet? Welcome to the channel if you've not been here before. This is KHG, of course. This is the Outer Worlds. Do feel free to use the chat. And for regular viewers like you guys who have already messaged, do consider putting a like on the stream because it helps the channel. I could change the aptitude, get a better aptitude. Yeah, I'm gonna do that one second. I'm gonna go persuade. There we go.
At least you know the value of money.
Everything else should be the same. There's my analog stick going glitchy again. Right then, away we go, guys.
Looks to be your lucky day, my friend.
And that's probably the quickest I've ever made a character because usually I'm there forever. Hey Courtney, how you doing? I've had one about 2 years after they came out because I don't buy systems as soon as they come out anymore because I just can't afford them. So that's why it's took me so long to even attempt to get a PS5. So yeah, I had a PS4 from about 2 years after they came out. No, 3 years after they came out.
Shit.
Oh no, I guess Stu's busy, Courtney, no problem. So this should be just mindless going around the world, killing stuff, talking to people, doing missions, the usual RPG stuff. So just enjoy yourselves in the chat or talk to me or give your opinion on the game or what quest to do.
Inexplicably knocked out of skip space and forced to complete its journey at sublight speeds. This means that you
know how we do here by now, very relaxed, try and involve you guys as much as I can.
Normally, reviving someone after so long leads to some quite horrifying results. It's called explosive cell death, but it's really more of a liquefaction.
There's a lot of hidden jokes in the talking as well.
Don't worry, I've pumped your body full of a special concoction I devised to keep you from dying so horrifically. Hopefully at all, but I guess we'll see. Unfortunately, I used the last of my chemical supplies saving you. I know it's a lot to ask, but I must have your help securing more if we're to save the rest of your fellow colonists.
Yeah, no problem, that's fine. You got a family coming over, you gotta spend time with them.
Now, my ship is inoperative, but I've managed to hire a smuggler to help you out. He'll be... Oh, I see we're in position. Good luck!
Yeah, going back to earlier briefly, I do have a lot of RPGs loaded up on the the PS4, but a lot considering the space allowed on the system. Like 4 of them at the moment, I think. So they will be in rotation more often, and a little bit of Avengers still.
Is this thing working? Ah, there you are. Now, where were we? Oh, yes, the smuggler. His name is Hawthorne, and he should be waiting for you at the landing site. He's to be your chauffeur, so to speak. Not to worry, I'm told he's special.
I have watched a little bit of a video explaining how the game works, but like not any big story spoilers or anything, so it's still going to be new for me. It's not like I know everything that happens. Yeah, I'm still playing it a little bit. I mean, after all, I paid money. And I'm actually getting reasonably good at it, but not in a brilliant way, just enough so I don't look boring.
Ah, you've landed good. Hawthorne should be close by.
That's Hawthorne.
Name? Is that him? Oh, that idiot. I told him to plant the beacon and move away, not stand there.
Hey, not fine, how you doing? No problem, peanuts are good.
Letting his ship go to waste.
Is that my analog stick dragging again? Yeah, it is. Okay. So this is the tutorial area to get used to the controls.
Shame about the whole squashing thing. Nasty way to go.
Good luck, so I'm not the best at these, but I've always wanted to play this game, so there you go. Oh, I hate the click sprints, really don't like them. Yeah, I have my rest at 3 o'clock, so just to let anyone know that wants to message me that does have me on private stuff, so 3 to 7, that's my rest time. Other than that, I'm available any other time. Yeah, some people may not know, but obviously the regular viewers do know. Well, Courtney is my cousin, yeah. Yeah, I mean, in general, the game is very good when you do the actual story. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to the story bits more than the fighting. I mean, not fighting, more like avoiding guns and using hitting weapons instead. I saw your message, Marion. Go ahead, what's up?
Easy now. You've been frozen for a while. There's bound to be unforeseen side effects.
Hey Zebra, how you doing? Okay, no problem, man. Like I always say, if you wanna play your own games or hurt myself. Yeah, doing okay. Just thought I'd start this game today. Yeah, I had 2 days without streaming because I had low energy, to be honest. I was just tired a lot. Stand him up.
You've tried the best now. Now try the rest. Spacer's choice. Oh, wow, that stings. Looks like the bleeding stopped. I owe you one. Hope you don't mind me omitting this little exchange for my report. Spacer's choice doesn't like us accepting outside help.
No, I prefer to do streams because if I do videos I can only do 1 hour at a time.
We were out on patrol. I saw a marauder camp.
If I'm doing smaller videos by design, like say if I was only doing the first 1 hour of this, then I would have done it as a video. But I always prefer to stream now, because there's more energy if I'm talking to you guys. Okay, I'm not going to be so negative to the guy. It's the first NPC, so I'm going to be nice.
That's a real good way to attract marauders. See those canisters by the entrance? Marauders come sniffing around in here, and I can take them all out with a single shot. Not bad, huh?
I can lie to him, I can persuade, or I can call him an idiot, basically. I put the extra point into persuade from being a cashier person, so
yeah, okay.
I'll go with that
like you know your way around a gun. Got some
to get the XP.
Not counting the bullet in my side. Here, you can have my saber too, for patching me up and all. All Spacer's choice weapons are now 30% less likely to malfunction.
Yeah, I did. I pressed persuade. Hi, bro.
Spacer's choice. Yes, nailed it that time.
Right, hang on a second.
You hit your head or something? You're in Emerald Vale. We're a Spacer's Choice community. Edgewater's a little ways down. Prettiest place in the Vale.
Yeah, with these games, it's well known that you talk as much as you can to get the information.
The Hope? Is that some sort of fancy new drug? Are you with Auntie Cleo or something?
Yeah, like I said before, you definitely can, Simon, because PC games especially have so much scope for video content. And you can have mods without paying for them, and DLC quality is usually a lot better as well. Okay, so now we got a gun. Don't want to shoot that guy because he's a good guy, so R2 shoots the gun. No, my luck, I'll probably not go the right way, wrong way, yep.
Damn it, my ears! Oh, what just happened? Can you hear me? What in the hell? This...
This is how you do the slow motion thing? Okay. Let's see. So if you want to slow down time, you press R1. And then you do what you want to do, and then I'm assuming it runs out by itself. Yeah, I think I did stop the first link. I didn't stop that one because I didn't see it, obviously. Okay, so usually, like I said before, when I play these games, I do miss obvious things sometimes. Who fired a gun? Oh dear. Can't see the reticle very well. I need to melee. That took way too long. I need to melee at some point. Oh, that's where the guy is. I knew there was one more. Did I get him? Bear with me a second, I'll read your message. I haven't got Miles Morales yet because it hasn't gone on a big enough sale to be worth the money. It was the beginning of the shooting was the slow motion shooting. I'm assuming when I do find a melee weapon, I can just hold the R2 and release. Yeah, true. Because I mean, the screen's pulled out because I've got the stream messages on the right. I don't think there's anything to loot off the corpses because it's the tutorial level. I know there is. See, this is why I always say at the beginning, I'm not the best for shooting things. I now have a sword, apparently. I can shoot if I play for long enough, if that makes sense. I actually shoot better when the screen's closer in because I'm short-sighted. I wear glasses, as you guys can see from the channel picture. But I do okay. Where's the other? That was the guy I just beat. So I'm looking around for more things to collect. Because even if you can't sell it, you can use them for consumables and stuff. Okay, let's see. You're hacking and lockpick skills. Okay, what do you do? Depending how high your skill is, you just keep your finger on the thing. Again, keep in mind, I've never played this before, so if I make obvious mistakes, that's why. Not bad. You found a new weapon. Okay, so how do I do that? It says do the switch button, but it doesn't say what the switch button is. Telescoping staff 200 melee. That's 51 damage. What does the other one do? Oof, that's bad. That's bad, that is. Well, I can fit them all in without having to take them out. Yeah, my vision isn't too bad at all. It's just for text and small things like Simon mentioned crosshairs sometimes. Sometimes it's hard to see them. For me at least. PS5, definitely PS5. Although, because you're a PC player, Xbox Series is actually owned by Windows, so that might be better for you because you get a PC pass. Do a bit of research for what works better for your needs, because you're a PC gamer as well. But as for the consoles themselves, PS5's better. How do you change the... So I'm just trying to figure out how you change the weapons, because it didn't actually say. It said use the wheel, but it didn't say how to do with the wheel. Yeah, it does. It's incredibly quick. Because Jewett that you guys met the other day, he's got a PS5 and it loads incredibly quick. Can I see the buttons? Yeah, where's the buttons? I'll have to figure that one out. There was a text box that came up saying how to change the weapon, but it didn't actually say the button. It just said press A button. Yeah, he got there early, sort of thing. I've had a few emails from Sony saying put my name down on a customer list to try and buy one, but I don't trust those emails. So when I eventually do try to buy one, I'll just go directly to a game shop.
Hey,
I appreciate I've been a bit slow here, guys, but that's how I play these things.
Don't know where you came from, stranger, but you best keep your head down. There's marauders hereabouts, and worse, landing violators. Gall on that rung leech. Landing in the Vale without using an official Spacer's Choice landing pad. I'd slap him with a fine if it weren't for all these marauders shambling about.
Yeah, that's only PlayStation 5, unfortunately.
Really? How is he?
Because I got an email about that and I thought it was for PS4 as well. But they do state it's for PS5.
Shouldn't have done that. Spacer's Choice family ain't authorized to receive medical aid from off-brand physicians. We'll see him back to Edgewater, just as soon as I cross these marauders off with the swift, cost-efficient fury that's made Spacer's Choice the most trusted brand in personal defense. I just, you know, need a couple of winks to catch my breath. Stretch my legs, son.
Well, so she's trying to back down from killing the marauders and she's supposed to be the boss. So I'm thinking persuade her to do it. Because it'll be funny. Yeah, persuade. I've got the bonus point in it. I have to use it.
Benefit analysis. But seeing as I'm the acting manager in this situation, you know what? You're right.
Alright.
We cross those marauders off. Find whoever owns that.
Thought you had work today.
File a full report, and it's gonna be fucking laminated.
Oh, okay.
Eyes on shoulder. I'm waiting to get an injection, and both my knees are bollocksed. My back went, didn't it? So I couldn't go.
Oh, yeah, it did. I remember now.
Get back in there because Leo hasn't done what she's fucking done with it.
I've got no idea where the bags are. Are you ringing bank or something?
Yeah.
Oh, so what I actually did there to have that make sense, this is the one tiny thing I did see in a video. I let this woman do it all herself, because most of the time she actually gets killed. Because she's a greedy bureaucrat, she doesn't care about people. Because that's basically what the game's about. It's like space capitalism. And like how bad companies can get. Where is the wheel? Because I really want to try and use the melee weapon instead. I'm gonna have to search that. Or is it the select button maybe? I don't know. I'll be streaming later as well, yeah? UK time, anytime after 9 PM.
Please be informed that this vessel contains no valuable plunder.
Right. In fact, if any of you guys can get on Google, can you Google how to bring up the weapon wheel? Because L1 does the healing, R1 does the slow motion, double pressing X does the backwards jump, R2 does the firing of the weapon, clicking the stick does your melee elbow.
Intruders are not authorized to access the Unreliable's amenities, including the cargo hold's work.
Yeah, PS4, Simon, yeah, thank you. It's just so it's a little bit quicker than me having to pause and search myself and have you guys staring at a menu, so. Oh, I can mod them, okay. Well, for now, I'll see if you'll let me mod the gun. I don't have any mods. What I'm on about is the beginning of the game. Talk about silly. I don't have enough weapon parts to repair it, but it's 88% so far, so it's okay for now, but it is getting slowly drained, so I have to keep an eye on.
Marauder, please be informed that ignoring me is dangerous for your health.
Who reckons that machine will go crazy or something? Oh, check it out, sawn-off shotgun. I love those weapons, they're so easy to use. Awesome, thank you Simon, I'll check that in a second. So definitely gonna fix this shotgun. Good, I should have just enough to fix it. Oh no I don't, I'm 3 off, okay I have to fix the gun instead. Hey, not found, no problem dude. I always pay attention to who's here as long as you guys message. Definitely going to keep this sawn-off shotgun, but can't use it at the moment because I don't have the parts to fix it. But I'm definitely keeping it. Although if I broke one of these, this does knockdown damage, this does bleed damage. I think break this one and keep the other one. Oh, you can't break it, okay. Like I said, I do think out loud this way, especially on streams. So, if I'm in like these moments where I'm checking stuff, you're welcome to give your opinion, guys. Yeah, because my idea is basically, if I'm relatively far away from an enemy, I'll use a gun. But if they're charging me and I'm not quick enough to shoot, which happened earlier, then obviously, yeah, there you go, thank you Simon, that just proves it works. Then obviously I'll use one of these. That's the block. That's the attack. There you go. I think I have an easier time using the melee, to be honest. It's a little bit slow, but it is a big blade, so...
Please be informed that the engine room contains nothing of value.
This machine's trying so hard.
Marauder, please be informed this ship does not possess a working power regulator for you to steal.
Yeah, like I said, man, thank you for that. It just saves time and it keeps the stream ticking along, so... I will be backtracking on certain bits to look for items I might have missed. You know how these games work, guys.
All doors are on security lockdown. Nice try, Marauder.
If I wanted to, I could hack them. Well, not right now, but another time.
The ship has no crew for you to murder.
It will be a different game later, because I try and do a different game each stream, because as you know, the last few days I was doing Avengers every stream for a couple of days. So because I've done an RPG now, it probably will be maybe a Goodbye to Basketball or maybe Avengers. What would you guys like to see? Because I do have a few other RPGs as well. I have Persona 5 Royale, which is the full complete finished version with all the DLC. Kingdoms of Amalur Re-Reckoning, which is a remake of Kingdoms of Amalur, which I did play the other day. UFC 4, I've got that loaded at the moment. So I'm happy to take you know, any ideas you have for the stream later. What would you like to see?
Unauthorized access of spacefaring vessels is a crime. Please submit yourself to the authorities. Hello, Marauder. I am Ada, the autonomous digital astrogator of this vessel.
Yeah, you'll get over that quickly, Ada, don't worry.
Retribution against unwanted solicitors. Please return any misappropriated equipment and exit this vessel in an orderly fashion. Failure to do so will result in your immediate destruction.
This game is all about stupid jokes, basically, as well as it's a satirical takedown of capitalism, basically, with guns. Let's see, so going over what she said a second ago. Okay, so we've got one for UFC 4. What about the rest of you guys? What would you like to see later? What do you reckon? Should I give the computer attitude, or just like be kind of normal and be like, well, what are you gonna do? Because you've got no power core. While you're like doing your messages, guys, I'm going to very quickly take this medication, so bear with me a second. There's no time limit, so for people who can see the text, because I know screens are different for you guys, take a read and let me know what you think. Cool, so we've got one for the sassy answer, which is either what you're going to do, self-destruct. Actually, that is more sarcastic than the bottom one, so that would be what you're going to do, self-destruct. Good. I think the what did she call herself? The Navigator? I think she forgot she hasn't got a power core. Well, I say she because the facial features are female. Obviously, it's a machine. Like I said, there's going to be a lot of time for jokes and taking, you know, taking jokes, taking the mick, as we say in Britain, like having sarcastic jokes, especially when I play terribly. So, yes, correct, Stebro. Technically, it would be an it, yes. No problem. Randomly, I'll just say as well, I think it might have been Not Found actually who said the other day it would be funny to play a game where I might jump or something. And this might be one of those games, especially if an enemy jumps out with a gun or a blade. And I wasn't expecting it. So you might hear it in my voice every now and again. Thank you for your patience, guys. Just had to handle that quickly. Right, so are we in agreement? We're going to give the machine a bit of sass.
Jettison procedures initiated. Disengaging airlocks. Prepare to eject all boarding parties in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, don't worry, I don't swear or anything, so it's all good, Simon. Obviously I swear away from stream sometimes, but I'd never swear on stream. I'd be sarcastic.
You are still here. My deception protocols have failed.
Believe it or not, when the picture opened its eyes like it was scared, my muscles actually jumped. Oh no, we're all aware of this, bro. That's why we all help each other. And as I correctly just said, along with Simon, that's why we don't use bad language.
I am incapable of accepting orders from anyone other than Captain Alex Hawthorne.
Also, I think it's good in general not to use bad language on streams, because it just shows respect. So. Yes, I think you're correct. Yes. Exactly, and that was very stressful, that fight was. And I still didn't swear. Right, so basically when we landed we squished Hawthorne by mistake, and that's her captain, and she doesn't know he's dead yet. So do we be kind of brutal and to the point and say your captain's a red smear under my escape pod? Or do we say he's dead, I'm sorry? Or do we say he was supposed to meet me when I landed? So if you want to save time, you can say 1, 2 or 3. So top will be number 1, 2 is the middle, 3 is the bottom. I think that's reasonable, that's neutral. What do you guys think? Should we go for the neutral? Because you can't really be sarcastic all the time. Especially when you need the AI to do you a favour and fly the ship. I don't know the name of the areas, but I know what the areas are. Do they still have the map with the school? Or the mall area, the shopping area?
I understand. I will require some time to process this information. Thank you for your patience and for your honesty. I am programmed to take orders exclusively from Captain Hawthorne. If I accept your orders, then you must be Captain Hawthorne. Do you understand?
Basically wherever the commercial centre is. Like, I know they don't call that in the game. For now, land in a random place and I'll find the information correctly next time.
Well done, Captain Hawthorne. I see your powers of deductive reasoning remain intact. Unfortunately,
hey, the computer's sarcastic, I like it.
Suffered a critical power failure, and we were forced to make an emergency landing. The main drive's power regulator has been irreparably damaged and must be replaced.
Now, cause like I say, in the future, I'm genuinely going to try Fortnite. Because I have had a few of you guys in messages say, hey, try Fortnite, and obviously you mentioned it today as well, so.
High-capacity power regulators are sometimes employed in the electrical networks of worker settlements. I have taken the liberty of printing you a new Captain's Identity cartridge.
Of course, she wants you to steal. Well, she wants me as the coder to steal a power generator.
As the registered proprietor and captain of the Unreliable. Do you understand?
I'll be nice.
Thank you. I appreciate your cooperation. Best of luck in your search for a power regulator. Try to stay alive this time.
Right, so this time going through the enemies, I will be using the melee weapon to see if I fight any better. Obviously we're going to level up here. I hope you guys are liking this game so far. I mean, it is only the beginning after all, so you're seeing it as I'm seeing it, so I would say definitely go melee still. Mind you, I've got the bonus to 26. Although if you look, if you go on it, it says 40 means you're good. If that jumps like that, it's an analog stick issue. So bear with me a second. Okay, so as you can see at the moment, it's 26. So it's classed as novice. And if you get to 40, you're competent, 60, you're adept, so on, so on, so on. The higher you are, the better you are, standard RPG. I'm thinking maybe block and dodge, because I have been getting hit a little bit. What do you guys think? That's the point of being live, so you guys can get to have your say on the build, because I honestly don't mind. As long as there's melee and a little bit of ranged, then I'm happy with it. Obviously, you know, the main two are stealth and is it melee we picked before? Okay, we've got one for defense. What about the rest of you guys? Oh, hang on a minute. If you look at tech skill here, it says the engineering skill reduces the armor parts and weapon parts needed to repair stuff. That's important. So I've got 10 points, so put, say, 2 points into that. I'm thinking do 2 points into 5 of these. Or maybe do 4 points into this and then I've got 6 left over for the other. Yeah, do that. Then I've got 6 left over for... Oh, 7? Okay. We'll see how it goes. In fact, I'll go one more, because I did say 4 points originally. Good, I didn't notice that before. That's what I get for not reading the screen properly. Yep, I did 4 points, so I thought that was a good idea. So, if you go to each one, if you look at the top, it actually says what the skill actually does. Which I know it does anyway, but obviously I didn't read it correctly the first time. I have 6, so I can either go 2 or 3, because I want to spread the points out. If I do 2, then I can do 2 on 3 areas, or 3 points on 2 areas. I think I've got an idea. I can always revert if you think different. I'm thinking go 2 on that, 2 on ranged, 2 on melee. Yeah, the block's reasonable for level 2. But I think one of the levels I will stack it all on defense. Because my plan is, because obviously I'm slower at shooting or attacking because of hand issues, of course, I need to have the high defense to make up for that. So that's a very good thing to notice. So thank you for that. Okay, I pressed it. Did it not work that time? Yeah, lock it in. Okay. Yeah, that's how I made the beginning of the build, to be a melee character. Yeah, true. That's why you have the dodge skill, I'm assuming, which is also the L. No, the dodge is the double tap in the X. And the L2 is the block. That's what the icons are at the bottom of the top of the screen, rather. No, you're 100% correct. You are correct. If you don't have good defense, you will die quicker. Ooh, melee power attacks. Interesting. Why is it showing me this now? Oh, this is just to read. And if you look here as well, you see the blue power and down the left hand side. That's how many points you have. and then for each like cap 20, 40, 60 weapon effects are unlocked, like knockdown, sweep attacks, stuns, drains, unblockable. Because I've got a knockdown weapon and a bleed weapon, but obviously I'm going to use the bleed weapon first, which is this one. Right, time to see if I get smashed. Oh,
Say,
you're still here.
Your ship, would it? Because you sure walked in it like it was your ship. And if this ship is yours, well, mister, you owe Spacer's Choice a hefty fine. Afraid we gotta dock your pay.
I ain't paying you nothing. I don't want to kill her, to be honest. There's no need to kill her. I can just lie. Because I mean I've got persuasion and stuff. Because she's not really a full enemy, she's just a bureaucrat with an attitude. She doesn't really care about patching up the friends, she had a problem with that, so... I'm gonna go with that.
I'm so sorry. I had no idea we had an inspector coming. If you'd like to speak with my manager...
There you go, that worked. 30 XP.
Edgewater's not too far. Just follow the road east of here, over past the cemetery. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to inspect the crime scene before I make my report.
So lucky I'm been not bloodthirsty player today. Hey, how you doing? I just picked up this literally in the early hours of the morning and got it downloaded. So it's going to be fun trying to do the attacking and stuff.
You hiding? You scared?
It's a bit slow, but it does kill them. Come on, camera, where'd the body go? He had a lot of stuff on him. No way, is the body glitched out? I'm just reading your messages now for a second. Okay. Yeah, it's the equivalent of Deadeye or VATS from the Fallout series. Yeah, you're probably right actually, knowing how they make these games. He actually had like a lot of ammo and stuff, which is really important for low levels, as you guys can guess. So, obviously you guys saw me use a gun earlier. What do you think's slightly better, me using the gun or me using the blade? Like, what actually works better? Good, I think as long as I can run up to them, I'm actually slightly better with the blade, or melee. Yeah, as long as I can plan for the 2-second delay of using the blade, I think it's a lot easier than using the gun. I haven't yet, but I do need to in the future. It's just I haven't got around to buying one, to be honest. Yeah, that's fair. That is true. When I did use the gun, I did miss a lot. That is true.
Don't go ambling out in those hills. That's marauder territory, friend.
That's why I always say before I play these type of games, I'm not good at shooting guns, but I like the games anyway.
Your pod? What are you on about? You take a bruise to the cranium? Ain't safe out here. You'd best head into town. Avail yourself of Edgewater's high walls and low prices.
I mean, any game with the choice of gun or melee, I usually go melee, unless I'm far away. If I've got time to shoot from far away, I'll always use rifles or shotguns.
Pleased to make your acquaintanceship. I'd shake your hand, but I've been hauling corpses.
Yeah, I have to use the fake name because I have to use the same fake name when I'm using the spaceship.
We're all part of the Spacer's Choice family.
I'll play along like I want to be a worker and make money.
There's money to be made, long as you keep your nose clean. Edgewater is a company town, board owned and operated.
So how familiar are you guys with this game? Have you heard of it before? Have you watched videos?
Renting means money. Money means paperwork. Paperwork means signatures. Some of our families become a mite delinquent in paying their dues, you see.
Well, if you've not heard anything, I think you're really going to enjoy watching it, even if I'm not the best player. There's still a lot of enjoyment to have. Because obviously I don't know the whole story, I only know what we've already seen, the first half an hour of proper gameplay, because that was part of a video I saw. But other than that, I don't know the story, so I think it's going to be fun for everybody. What do you reckon? Dig for more information or just go along with it? I think keep going and try and get XP from talking. What do you think?
Company policy. If it was up to me, I'd put the whole town 10 feet under, free of charge.
Oof.
Quotas, mostly. Got a backlog of graves to fill. Bodies won't bury themselves, you know?
Capitalism, man. Don't worry about like the more important conversations, because there is a lot of jokes. So if there's some things you don't understand, that's completely fine. Just enjoy the jokes.
4 workers still haven't paid up. Phyllis, Conrad, Ludwig, and Martin Abernathy. He's a special case. You may want to twist his arm a little.
I think it's better if you don't see many videos. Like, I literally saw one of them, and then within 15 minutes I was like, I want to play this, and it was on sale, so... Because this is the equivalent of an ultimate version, and it was 55% off, so it was a really good price. Yeah, very true. That's the right way to go about things, not found. Do whatever quests are available for the XP, and go from there.
I don't want to get into it. Just make sure he pays up.
This is gonna make me jump, isn't it? That guy's gonna be crazy at some point, I'm guessing, if he's special. Okay, so there's a wrong button. There's a quest tracker. That's in the journal, right? So, oh, he looks crazy at the front. Yeah, you know, like when you jump, like it's a phrase. It's when you kind of oh no, not scream jump, just muscular jump. I don't scream. The most you'll hear me is probably go, oh wow, but like really like shocked. I'll be like, okay, that got me. You'll know when you hear it, you'll know. No, I don't scream, Simon, mate, never have. No, I don't scream, my muscles just jump. Stuart knows we've watched a lot of films people class as scary, and neither of us scream, we just jump. Like our muscles jump, but we don't scream. Like you have the physical reaction of a shock, but you don't make any noise, just like, oh, okay. Well, like, if it's a genuine surprise, you guys will know, you'll be able to tell. You'll just know. Oh, perk points, let's have a look. See, now this one I already know what I'd probably go for. There's a boost to the slow motion skill. Exactly, yeah, your muscles jump, but you're not actually scared, just your muscle jumps just because. Okay, let's see. The 50% carry weight might actually be a better perk to 50 kilograms, sorry, not 50%. We'll take a few minutes just to look at them, and then I don't mind taking a vote, because at the end of the day, you guys are going to watch me play it, so I mean, oof, that might be good. 50% XP from if your companion gets the kill instead of you get half the credit. Or 50% health. They're basic, but some of them are actually good. Just have a look at the other screen briefly. Ignore the link as always, guys. I've just got to reply to a message quickly. exactly the same thing. For me, it's fast movements, like if I'm not ready for them. Fast movements and loud noises. Yeah, so in general, if I give you guys a brief idea of what sort of bonuses these are, like the tactical time is the slow motion thing, so that might be a good idea. Then you've got the carry weight to hold more stuff. You get the XP bonus when your friends kill people instead of you. Science weapon magazine size, haven't got any of those yet. Oh, thank you very much, I'll look for one of those. Bear with me a second, guys, just everything's live as always, so I mean, I've just got a message to reply to. So the plasma cutter is called DPS 390. That's awesome, nice one, thank you for letting me know. For now, do you think maybe 50%? Is it 50% extra health, did it say? Or actually, look at that, if you buy yourself 25% extra damage. Or actually, yeah, what I'm going to do then, I'm going to go carry weight, because that makes sense, because it's the earlier part of the game. Oh, it's a piece system. You have to have, I think, 5 pieces to make it be complete. Oh, 5 pieces. There you go. Did that? I thought that did it. Was that okay? Square button's a bit delayed for some reason. Oh, it did work. Okay, there you go. Yeah, I can see the chat. You're welcome to leave your recommendations for weapons and stuff. Basically, I'm going to talk to everyone and try and get XP from talking to them.
Please don't touch anything. Your hands are probably crawling with germs. Physical hygiene recapitulates moral hygiene. Cleanliness is next to lawfulness.
Ooh, he's special.
So everyone says, until someone forgets to cough into their elbow, and then we're all dying of plague. I'm Conrad. You will report to me if your hair fails to meet Spacer's Choice aesthetic standards. You will also report to me.
They don't play, do they? Spacer's Choice.
I will clean and prepare your remains for interment.
Okay, bear with me a second. Okay, let's see. Oh, is he one of the guys that need to? He must be. Okay.
Ah, gravesite fees. Silas and I had talked about this at length. I thought I'd made it clear my pecuniary situation precludes the necessary restitutions.
What he's saying is he's broke. Exactly, the game just said what I said.
As broke as pie crust, friend. Bitless, indigent, destitute. I simply cannot afford it. I am a blemish on the prosperity of our fair settlement. When I expire,
if it was a link or something, it won't come through properly sometimes. Alright.
I don't care, he's not even answering. My whole life revolves around the fuckers, man. I can't go nowhere. I'm a fucking idiot.
Okay, hang on a second, let's see what it says. You can't afford it, blemish on prosperity, blah 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 blah. Let's see.
With what? My own blood? Tell Silas I can't afford to pay. And that I fully expect to have my medical rights revoked for this dereliction. With my apologies.
I'm gonna go with giving the IOU.
Bad idea. But I'd need some kind of collateral. My pair of lucky clippers. No, that won't do. Your idea intrigues me, but I'm afraid I don't have anything to give Silas. I'm open to suggestions.
I'd be like, give me your shop. Okay, let you know if I come up with anything. I know I can't steal it because it is there, obviously. But I'm going to pause for a second so I can read you messages. And I've got something to eat very quickly. Yeah, no problem. I'll see you later, Simon. I mean, my afternoon thing is within the next hour, roughly. So I'll probably see you in the evening stream. Yeah, no problem, man. It'll be any time after 9, because that gives me enough time to eat and stuff. Right, so can I do it this way instead? Have that menu on. Right, I'm gonna mute my mic just for a few seconds. And then I'll be back. So keep your messages coming in, guys. Still here, guys, just bear with me for a second. Yes, as I mentioned earlier, we had one vote for UFC 4 later. What would the rest of you guys like to see? Oh yeah, I didn't pick that one because it's broken at the moment. One damage to it. I'm going to switch to that for the next little bit. Yeah, so like I say, it's RPGs. I have loaded at the moment. Obviously, UFC 4 loaded.
Yes, Mr. Thompson. I'm fine, Mr. Thompson. Never been healthier.
He must be the special case.
Whoa, did Mr. Thompson send you? Well, you tell Mr. Thompson I'll be right at my post. Tomorrow. Bright and early tomorrow. Because I'm definitely not plagued. As spry as a spring chicken. That's old Abernathy. You some sort of wandering alienist? Walking into a man's own domicile, pestering him about his mental state?
Okay.
Silas knows, doesn't he? That's why he sent you. That's why he wants me to pay up. He knows.
Yeah, that makes sense. That does make sense. I can drag out the conversation and end up being nice, or I can just lie and say I already know something that I don't know. He seems like a feeble old man. I'll be nice.
Not long for this world. The date of my expiration is fast approaching. And soon I shall be ushered through the great cannery in the skies. It's plague. Has to be. Silas knows. He knows I got one foot in my grave, and now he wants to charge me for the other one.
I will tell you one small thing. The plague is not actually the plague, it's just the common cold.
I'll pay your fees. I don't want any trouble from Silas. But if you
it's just the company they work for say it's the plague to make it more serious than it is. to work the staff into the ground.
There's a cache of anthracillin tucked away in the old community center. Powerful stuff. Stronger than what we got, anyway. I need you to break in, nab that medicine, and bring it back to me.
Ooh, side quests. Okay, cool.
You oblige me with your haste. I think I feel the plague spreading. Oh Lord, it's in my spleen now. I can feel it.
Yeah, definitely gonna help because it's XP, isn't it? So, with this being the very first stream of this game, would you guys like to see more of this game in the future?
Just keep your head down when you're in there. Marauders have taken over. Probably tracking mud all over the archives.
Right, there's marauders in there, so that's going to be quite interesting.
You're making a mistake working for Abernathy.
You talking to me, lady?
Excuse me. I'm Esther Blaine, Spacer's Choice Actuary. I overheard your talk with Abernathy. I hope you're not thinking about getting him that medicine. Abernathy is a well-known hypochondriac. Anthracillin is wasted on him. You're better off selling it to me instead.
Ooh. Ooh.
All I'm saying is Abernathy's worked in this town longer than some of us been alive. How do I put this gently? He's got a lot of cobwebs up in his attic.
This is why I like these games, because something seems simple and then a character will come along and say something and it'll make you think.
I don't want to be implicated for what I'm trying to do.
I think I have enough persuade. Oh no, I don't, clearly, because it didn't work. Okay.
I'm doing right by the town, I'll tell you that much. You bring me that medicine and I'll see that it goes to the right people. That's all I can ask of you.
Well then, there's 2 more people to see before I go to that centre. No, that's the barber. I've been there. Okay, that's the entrance. Try using the marker on the map, that would help.
You read the latest report?
Only the part that said we ain't making our quotas.
If only McDevitt's folk hadn't abandoned us, Cannery could use those extra hands.
Nothing we can do about that.
Sure there is. We can have another 0G. Staying long? We don't get a lot of visitors.
Staying long?
Ah, repeated dialogue. Well done, game.
I don't know you. Uh-huh. The Unreliable, you say? Never heard of any company supply ship with that particular name. I don't know what you're about, but this here's a Spacer's Choice drinking establishment. We're all loyal, hard-working company folk here.
I don't know which stat I've got a higher in.
Am I that easy to read? Yeah, we've been having some problems lately. Loyalty issues, lines in the sand. I know where folk in Edgewater stand. But you... I don't know you. If you're gonna have a drink, I'd like to ask that you do it within the premises. Can't have you taking drinks over to those deserters. Traitors. The lot of them. Bunch of folks decided they were tired of working and went out into the wilds to fend for their own selves. Town's already struggling to make quotas, even without that band of slackwits abandoning their posts. Bunch of lazy, shiftless rung leeches. Anyway, enough about them. What can I do for you? Coming right up.
Do I have anything to trade? I'm not sure I do. I have 8 bits. Broke is broke. Nine weapon parts I've got there. What does that actually do? You get your personality goes up by 1, but everything else drops by 1. Well, that's alcohol for you. Okay, what about this? Tarmac and cheese. Okay, keeping that obviously. I think I'll just sell the alcohol back, don't really... Yeah, I've got no money to buy at the moment, that's why I'm selling one of my things. Need to get more of those. How much have I got now? I don't need to buy weapons, I just want to buy health. I think I've only got 10. Yeah, I can't afford anything, never mind. Yeah, I've only got 10 bits and everything was 40 bits. Oh, each item was 40 bits. I always get the feeling in these games when it's first person, you're always going to get jumped. Is that leaving the city though? Yeah, it is. Well, not the city, the town.
Hey, you hear about Wilson?
Heard Marauders got her.
Just between us, Wilson deserted. Lost his nerve. Ran off in the thick of night.
You're kidding me. Damn. Always thought he was made of stupid stuff.
I think he was plagued. Guess he didn't want to die in the sick house.
Plague? Ah, shit. I had some of the salt tuna.
I've seen 3 people about the debts, right? So there's one more somewhere.
Nothing I can do about that.
Welcome to the Spacer's Choice Constabulary. We are Halcyon's leading brand in frontier justice. The office is writing a promotion. Purchase 3 criminal investigations and the 4th one's free.
Okay, let's go look for work.
I've got bounties out for these 3 marauders. Cross them off and bring me their fingers. Just one per marauder, please. I'll dust off the old fingerprint.
Cool, you have to take their fingers to get paid. Alright, I'm in.
As long as your questions fall within the acceptable margins of curiosity. His likeness decorates many a wanted poster. Do you have any relevant information about this individual?
None of them are good answers because it could get my character into trouble.
Sometimes I wonder what I'm doing with myself.
So again, that way is to leave town, right? I think. Yep, that way's to leave town. And the funny thing is I actually have Fallout 4 as well. Which is mechanically similar to this, but obviously the graphics aren't nowhere near as good. This is a bit weird. There's no staff or anything. I'll risk it.
The grease monkey, Argo?
I'm sorry, Mr. Thompson, sir. You asked what...
Seems we've got a guest. Really now, Parvati, I do wish you'd spoken up. I do apologize.
Oh, good. Found first lady.
I welcomed you at the gates myself. I'm Reed Thompson, Outpost Administrator. I cannot help but notice you are not in uniform. Of course not. I don't have that kind of luck. Seems I allowed my excitement to run away with my wits. Been a few seasons since we've had a visitor pass through.
Only regulator we got is hooked up to the town transformer. Mr. Thompson ain't liable to be keen on dismantling it.
I beg your pardon. I am most emphatically not keen on any such thing. I can't let you have our power regulator. But I happen to know of another one. And I happen to know exactly how you may retrieve it without frying yourself in the process.
Interesting.
There's a power regulator in the old botanical lab. It's mostly abandoned, so all that power is being squandered. Go down to the geothermal plant. Reroute power from the botanical district over to us. Once their power's shut down, you can have their regulator and be along on your way. I was not entirely sure how to tell you this. The botanical labs are not legally inhabited, but there are people who live there.
Okay. I'm gonna be sarcastic. Actually, no, I'm gonna do that.
No, I do not imagine they will be pleased. But like a parent disciplining an unruly child, you will be doing them a kindness. The people living in the botanical labs, they're deserters, former workers. I need them back at their posts. I need them to come home. My hope is that by cutting off their power, you will convince those deserters to come back to town. Before you go to the plant, I want you to stop by the botanical lab. Speak to their leader, Adelaide. Tell her the power's about to go, and that it's time her band of deserters came back to town.
Ooh.
Adelaide's older than the other deserters. She's dignified, kindly. From what I understand, her camp looks to her for leadership. That reason was me. I asked too much and pushed too hard. But I am ready to make amends if they are willing to return to the fold. We belong to one community, the Spacer's Choice family. If we dissolve into factions, then we will all perish separately. Adelaide will understand that.
That's a very fair point.
My dad told me all about the plant. Taught me all he knew. I could come in useful. I mean, if that's all right with you, Mr. Thompson. Sir.
I hesitate to part ways with Miss Holcomb, but I cannot deny that she is talented and may prove useful to you.
That is the first companion.
I am trusting you with mine, and trusting Miss Holcomb to guide you if you'd like.
Great! I got my wrenches and diagnosticators and hairpins and engine tape, so...
Hopefully you can fight, because I'm not very good at fighting, so you can do most of the work.
There's a lot to ask of a stranger, I know.
Okay, let's see. Obviously this is a tutorial message. They give combat support. Their skills can enhance your skills. They increase carrying capacity. Okay. And then, as you will see, I need to find a way to repair this stuff. Wrong button, I'm doing R2 instead of... This is the lady's screen for her skills. She's a melee person as well. Electric melee. She can have one of those, but she has to earn the point first. Ah, okay, now I can tell the character what to do. So, if I say be a melee character, and then only to aggressive, the companion always engages, and yeah, aggressive then. Stay close to the player. I'm going to say medium. Okay, this might work okay, hopefully. Because technically we're both melee people.
We better clear out of Mr. Thompson's office before we talk. Hey, mister, can we talk? Sorry. Can we talk?
Yes, we can.
Sorry. You just want to get out of here. And you likely don't want to tag along like me. It's just... Mr. Thompson has his own view on matters, on account of it's his job.
No problem. I'm going for about another half an hour, I think.
To Mr. Thompson, a person's a gear. It does its job quiet-like. If it squeaks or stutters, it gets replaced. The deserters are decent folk. I knew some of them. before they left. Life's hard here, especially for them that don't fit in so well. We're one big Spacer's Choice family, but every family's got the one the rest whisper about. Mr. Thompson's aiming to take away their power. They'll have no lights to see, nor heat to cook. They'll be at the mercy of marauders, or worse. I think you should talk to the town's vicar about it. Max, his name is.
Okay, so there's a vicar called Max. Yeah, we'll stop by.
I just think when you gotta make a decision that'll hurt somebody, it's best to think on the right and wrong of it. That's what my dad used to say anyways.
Bear with me a second, guys. Why did my tablet do that? Wonders of technology, okay.
I've got some time. Oh, I'm an actuary. That means I keep tabs on a worker's living expenses. How much it costs to feed, clothe, shelter, bury, and replace your average human worker. Technically, I'm employed by the Spacer's Choice Department of Human Resources.
Okay, saying anything else? Nope. I don't even know what those markers do. Is up there. Every time they should turn those things off if you've already spoke to them. Bear with me a second, I'm gonna see if I can turn off certain markers. Yeah, that's active, so why is it showing the same ones over and over again? Completed and botched. Ludwig, Phyllis and Conrad. So basically the markers aren't doing me much of a favour, so I'm going to head towards the furthest one. There's definitely going to be enemies somewhere. See, there's 2 exits and there's not. Yeah, apologies about this, guys, but obviously I'm not used to the map, so.
At least you got your health.
See, it's the same.
If you're falling sick, I don't want you near me.
Maybe the store person is one of the...
Holcomb, got my eye on you, girl.
Why would you put those there when obviously I can't steal them?
Miss Holcomb ain't allowed in this establishment. Not since that little incident. Ask her if you care. I'm running a business here.
I won't touch anything while we're in here, Mr. Moreau. I promise.
Go right ahead. What, you mean Edgewater? That's a peculiar question. This a test? Am I being tested right now? It's, fine and dandy. Couldn't be happier. Wouldn't want to spend my life working anywhere else. Prettiest little town on Terra 2. I have every reason to be. I caught a real break working in a place like this. I don't get paid for banter. Was there something you needed? Go right ahead.
Alright, it's gone back, okay.
Other than yourself? Definitely the vicar. Don't get me wrong. He seems a decent man, cut from church cloth, knows his scriptures. But there's something about him that bothers me. Like he's not one of us. Sometimes I suspect he doesn't even want to be here.
That'll do for now. I don't want to, like, mention issues with the plague and stuff. Right, so that's where I came from, so I need to carry on going this way.
Wonder if the plague's ever gonna
pass. Every time. Just do. I wish the markers were easier. I'm guessing I'm not doing it correctly.
I'm sorry. I'll just be a minute.
You had a minute. Next one comes out.
Well, at least this is different. Oh, I can afford that. Health items. Okay. Oh, okay, I read the number wrong. Even though nothing's happened yet, this is creepy. Oh, there's Phyllis. That was the one other person about the paying the fees.
You the new worker? Whatever. Make it quick, Tenderfoot. I'm busy. Shit. Silas still on about that. Here, take the fees. I'd appreciate it if you didn't tell Reed I was late on my payment. Because they're not my fees and not my gravesite. Guy I worked with shot himself. I paid the bill. If you're not familiar with board law, you ought to be. Law requires delinquent gravesite fees to be paid by the deceased party's closest living relative, which meant me. Shame though. Eugene was a good worker. Woke up one morning and put a round through his upper story. Can't imagine why. The kid was doing all right at his desk. We all thought he was an upstanding receptionist. Just between the two of us, I'm pretty shocked his weapon didn't misfire. Spacer's Choice handguns aren't the most reliable. Eugene wasn't family. Yeah, I was the closest living person relative to his body at time of death. I'm the one who found him, you see, so I pay the fines. Suicide's a crime. The legal term is irreparable damage to company property. What Eugene did to himself was vandalism. First of all, that's a horrible thing to say. Secondly, yes, we did. When one of your workers commits a crime, the entire town pays for it. In other words, Edgewater would have been penalized pretty hard. Whatever Eugene was worth as an asset, we would have had to pay out of pocket to Spacer's Choice. Well, excuse you. I'll have you know, Eugene was an asset to us all. May his atoms be commended to the law. All I know is Silas asked me for Eugene's gravesite fees, which means he was approved for burial, which means his papers went through, which means the town's in the clear. I'm just glad to put this whole ugly affair behind me. Eugene can rest his bones in peace, and the rest of us can get on with our own lives.
Okay, so once the next person's found, it'll be a good place to stop. They haven't got the right amount of medicine, it seems. Okay. That's a good point. I will check the skill bonus at some point. Right, so I'm hoping it's not done a complete loop in the final person. No, it's a loop, isn't it? That's the barbers. Yep. See, it's saying there's 2 markers here, so they must be slightly outside of the
I cut my own hair. But Conrad sells real good disinfectant.
What can I do for you? Go ahead. Edgewater has been good to me. I consider myself privileged to work here. I am never wanting for work, not since the plague started. The plague's come at us with a vengeance this year. Lost 6 workers in as many months. I wouldn't call them good workers, mind you. If they were any good, they'd have been treated. Still, it is a shame. Fever, chills, fatigue, aching, vomiting, an excess of phlegm, a tendency towards belly aching. Whatever it may be, I have developed my own palliative.
So there you go. It seems like the so-called plague is just a common flu.
Company policy, friend. We don't have enough medicine to treat all of us, so we treat the best among us.
So I'm trying not to talk over the voice acting.
Mr. Thompson's brainchild. Have you met him yet? Thoughtful-looking fellow, stares out of his office most hours.
Right, so apparently then, even if you've been to a place before, if you go there again, they can give details. Hi Simon. Still running for about 10 minutes. I'm trying to finish off collecting the money, but I'm not great at following quest markers on the screen. That must be the other guy that I have to collect, well, one of the guys. This one here.
Miss Parvati, come for a visit?
Not today. Just helping this fella.
Lovely to see you about, Miss Parvati.
Things going all right, Silas?
Been keeping him careful and true, miss. Best to ask her yourself.
My dad's buried here. Silas watches over him when I can't leave the house. Oh. Well, thanks.
Something I can do for you? You run into any trouble? Conrad's barbershop is a yawning pit that swallows his every bit. I keep telling him he should cut a few corners. Skimp out on the disinfectant. You gotta put the squeeze on Conrad. Find some dirt on him. Maybe check his back room.
That's the word, extortion. Been on the tip of my tongue all day.
As always, guys, don't click the link in the chat. As you guys can guess, with many RPGs, it is the usual thing of you do one thing, you go to a place, do the next thing, go back to the same place. Yeah, as nobody put in, or nobody else at the moment put in a vote for later, I'm going to take your vote, Simon, and it will be UFC 4 later. So how am I supposed to get in the guy's back room? I really need to steal it, is the notes all. They lied about the body to make sure he'd get buried so they wouldn't get into trouble.
What can I do for you? You know about Eugene? How?
I literally just walked in your back room, dude.
Then, you know Phyllis suggested selling off Eugene's gold teeth. I didn't approve of the idea then, and I don't approve of it now. Eugene's golden teeth were a family heirloom, representing 3 generations of poor dental hygiene. He took them to his grave. That's unthinkable. Eugene's body and all rare earth minerals contained therein are solely the property of Spacer's Choice. I can't ask Silas to dig up a man's body and pry a few teeth loose from his jaw just to pay my bills. Can I?
Are you asking rhetorically? Because if you're being serious... Ugh, gross.
Desperate measures, Miss Holcomb. Desperate measures. I'm going to have to ask Silas to dig up those teeth. It's the only way I'm paying my gravesite fees. Here you are. Gravesite papers affixed with my signature and an IOU. Eugene was not a suicide. He put a bullet in his brain, yes, but that's largely a technicality. I was the one who prepared Eugene's body for interment. I discovered symptoms of the plague on his corpse, and I discovered medicine in his pocket. Lots of medicine. Eugene overdosed on adrenatime, which is known to cause psychosis and paranoia as possible side effects. The paranoia drove him to take his own life. We can all thank our lucky stars that young Eugene was hopped up on medication and suffered its predictable side effect. I included it all in my official report. I'd like to think I saved Edgewater a great deal of money. We never could have paid the fines associated with a suicide.
Wow, that was a bit heavy, but you know, that's what these games are like. I do like that sarcastic stuff. It's not the best choice, it's Space's choice. Yeah, I think the small issue was before I wasn't going to the guy each time to take off the marker. Yeah, it's good melee though, so.
Fancy threads. That some kind of hibernation suit? You run into any trouble? Conrad's got a barbershop in town. Phyllis works at the cannery most hours. Abernathy... I ain't seen him in a few days. His domicile is near the cannery. You'll find him in town. All except Ludwig, that is. He's over by the landing pad. Yeah?
Don't need any of that. Okay, so where's this so-called landing pad? Luckily I saw the thing there. I'll fix myself in a minute. Actually,
when I was little, we'd get freighters in every Sunday noon. Now they only come but once a month. I love the wind here.
I don't know what these do. What do they actually do? What I mean by that is the things on the bottom left. I'm sure they're like companion skills.
Thank the law. I've been requisitioning backup for months. Guess the boss finally came to his senses. You ever swung a truncheon? Let me see your rifling stance. I want to make sure you're up to snuff. I told Silas I'd pay my dues if he agreed to join the resistance. Guess this means he's finally heard the calling.
Well, that many quest lines done in time, but let's finish the conversation. So
I'm talking about mechanical soldier. Cold, heartless automatons made of iron and lies. That's right. That's what I've been saying. We gotta square our shoulders and stand ever vigilant. Auto-mechanicals. Creatures forged in the fires of malevolence. I seen them over by the old power plant. Clattering about, firing at the birds, orchestrating their uprising. When the swarms of mechanicals come clanging on over that hill,
just letting viewers know that watch those videos, usually when the characters speak, I don't talk over them. So the episodes will have a lot of talking depending on the quest.
I've been gathering up a war chest over the years. Some tuna cans mostly, some Spacer's chaw, a few bit carts. I'll reward you for your aid.
Cool.
Enlistment fees? Yeah, I suppose. Wouldn't want to give the Resistance a bad name.
Good stuff. Bit cartridge 0.75, so I'm assuming that gives me a bonus.
They have sent a scout, prowling around the junkyard just behind our beloved town. This scout must not be permitted to return to its base of operations. Cross it off, then report back. Mechanical's got a weak spot in their midsections. I think the technical term is, the blue glowy square thing.
Cool. After all that jumping at the side, there was a ramp all along. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to cash in the mini quest for the money for the gravesides, and then I'm going to save up, and that will be the end of episode stream 1. And for people that are coming in live later, hopefully UK time roughly 9 PM, it will be UFC 4. I have begun a character and done a few amateur fights, so I know what I'm doing roughly, but obviously I've got low stats because it's the beginning of the career.
Had your rations yet?
Yep. 2 whole cans of saltine.
Hopefully I've picked the right side. Don't like fighting bugs. Hopefully by the time I have to fight bugs, I'll be stronger, so they'll die quick. There you go, he's green now because I've done the thing.
Grave digging's a fine profession. Always work to be had, and nary a word of complaint out of your clients.
I mean, yeah.
Run into any trouble? Reliable work from a freelancer. That's gonna take some getting used to. And I'll buy you a drink sometime. Suppose you've earned it. One good turn deserves another.
Yay, cool.
Abernathy was sick? With the plague? That's disgusting. I shook hands with the guy. What? No. If I knew he was sick, I would have had him reported. I needed his fees because of his name. A for Abernathy. He was at the top of my list, you see?
Fair enough.
Yeah?
Let's see if there's anything else worth asking. Nope, that's fine. So when I come back to this game, I will be taking down a robot by the look of it. So I'm just gonna get to a relatively safe place and then save up. Before I actually do, I'm gonna see what those cartridge things actually do. That's the one thing about the PS4, the load times are long compared to the newer systems.
If you're falling sick, I don't want you near me.
Don't worry, I wouldn't do that to you.
Keep your distance, friend. Sick house is no place for a traveler.
Interesting. I'm not going to steal at the moment. That was the bathroom. It said 19 meters, where is it? What happened there?
They start asking you for some medicine, come tell me. I'll set them straight.
Okay, well for now I'm gonna call it here because I'm not quite sure where to walk to, so go safely in here. And yeah, thank you for everyone who came in live and left messages. For people that want to come in live later, it will be UFC 4 as I said. For people watching on video, to see UFC 4, look out for notifications, like and subscribe so you always keep up to date. And I'll see you guys soon. This has been KHG, and see you very soon.